Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So this is the viral makeup trend that looks incredible on mature women. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. I'm really excited about showing you this viral makeup trend that has really blown up, but can be worn for mature women. There's not too many times that we have trends that really look beautiful on mature women. This is easy, this is approachable, there's no hard edges. You can vary within the different colors for this, and it's called the latte makeup trend look. So I always have my latte next to me when I'm doing my videos. So it's taking these colors, neutral colors, bronzy colors, but you can go different depths depending on your skin type or your skin tone. So you can go lighter if you're lighter. You can go the espresso if you are darker. You can go more into this nude depending on. So you're gonna have to tailor it to your own skin color, but I think it looks so beautiful. And I am showing you the Cabana. This is my new eyeshadow palette that I have come out with. What's so beautiful about these colors here? These are colors I wore in the 90s all the time. I was obsessed, early 2000s. So I created a palette. I always wanted to get this palette back. They discontinued it. And so I was like, I have to have these colors. I just get so excited when I see these colors because it brings back such great memories for me. So we're going to be using the Cabana. It's going to be just like it says, you're in the Cabana, you're on vacation, it's chill, your everyday look. We'll use creme brulee, which you know this goes just so beautifully with the whole ensemble. This is my hybrid bronzer for mature women, has shea butter in it. It is not shimmery, glittery, anything like that. I did not want that. I wanted it to be nice and just very, very smooth and workable, that you could put it on your whole face and feel like, oh my gosh, it's not too much. So that was my intention with that. So here we go. We're going to first of all, I probably look like I have a latte makeup on already because I have discoloration, all this pigmentation we are going to neutralize out. So first and foremost, so let me just prep my skin. I actually am going to use the Augustinus powder, 2 pumps. I'm going to hydrate my skin. You're going to see it definitely come alive. It is the rich cream, but my skin can completely handle it. With prepping my skin, I'm going to take my rose lip balm and I'm going to hydrate my lips. I'm going to take my first step that I always do, which is my eye primer. So I'm going to take my eye primer, I'm going to swirl with my finger, and I'm going to place it in the middle of my eye, right like this. And then I tap down to the inner corner and then I come out to the end and I'll go up to my brow bone. So this is about neutralizing out your eyelid. So you can basically lift that color. You see all this darkness. If I put my eyeshadow over this, like I say in all my videos, but you might be new to my videos, I always want to mention it. It's going to look muddy. It is not going to look true. It's not going to stay. I don't like that. I'm never going to take eyeshadow directly to my naked eye because I'm never going to get that look. It's never going to look polished, up-leveled. It won't look good. So here I go. I don't use a lot. I just swirled in and then I tap onto my eye. You can see it just nicely lifts the eye. I don't have all of that pigmentation. It's like a miracle worker. And it's so simple to do. This is just your first step. Eye primer is on. We're ready, set up for our eyeshadow. We're going to start with the Cabana. And inside my palette, I had showed you over on Instagram that I have 2 little brushes that I created for you. And one of my followers said, well, I would love to see you apply the eyeshadow with the brushes. And I thought, perfect, I'll do that. So if you happen to run out or you went on vacation or you just grabbed your palette, you have 2 little brushes that you can use. And what I wanted for you was I wanted a sponge tip that was more pointy. And then you have the brush, this like synthetic brush at the end. Then I have, and this is a little angled, then I have the other brush for you. It's going to be a sponge, but it's not going to be as long. And then you have more of an eyeshadow brush here. So you can use the angled brush to be more of that liner, that contour. And then the flat brush is going to be more of your eyeshadow main color. So I'm going to just use the 2 little brushes that I put into your compact. Again, I created this 3-well, had this mold made just for you because there are not a lot of 3-wells on the market and it was very frustrating. So I'm going to take the middle color here and I'm going to apply it with the brush. And you don't want to go crazy with these brushes because these brushes are not like my makeup brush kit. those are going to apply differently on your actual powder. So this is very, very silky smooth powders. They're talc free, but you have to be careful. You can't just grab into the product. You're going to make it go everywhere. So I have the middle color on my brush here, going to apply it just like I do with my regular makeup brushes. I'm going to go to the middle. I'm going to bring it down and come to the end. So I'm going to do a nice wash of color here. This is a nice sheen. It's not matte. It's not flat. It's not dull. So this is going to look really beautiful on the eye. And I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to take this shorter sponge and go to the lightest color here. And I'm going to just do my brow bone. I'm going to take the longer sponge, go into the deepest color. And again, I just press down with the brush on the actual color. Because again, these brushes are a little bit different. You don't want to disrupt the powder by digging into them or going too hard into these shadows. So I'm going to create the depth in the outer corner here. What I'll do is I'll flip around the brush when I want to create a little bit more of that depth on my lash line that you've seen me do with my short smudge brush. So I'm going to go just back in, get a little bit more color. And now I'm going to take the little angled brush. I'm going to go into the powder, the darkest color, and I'm just going to drag it across my eye. I'm going to do eyeliner, but let's just get a little bit of shading here. See what this brush can do. So just added a little bit of shading on that lash line. So now I'm going to take the two brushes, put them back into the compact, and that's where they will stay. I'm going to take a little bit of my Lancome. This is my Bi-Phase, I'm going to shake it actually, Bi-Phase makeup remover. I'm going to just put a little on my Shiseido cotton and I'm going to lift up. I want to make sure that I have everything nice and crisp. So I don't have to be so perfect when I'm applying my eyeshadow because it can go everywhere and I can just clean up afterwards. So you don't have to worry. See, this comes down a little bit too far. I don't want that. I don't want it to mix with my concealer, my color corrector, anything. So see here, it's all in the cotton round and I'm just cleaning up. Next, we're going to curl our lashes. Lashes are curled, really an important step because you want those lashes to be seen and you might not think you have a lot of lashes, but then you curl them and then you're like, there they are. So I'm going to go in with my dark chocolate. This is really going to be nice and rich. This is going to be the espresso, very beautiful color defining my eyes. Now, what I like to do is I like to go to the end, like I showed you in all of my videos, that when I have discovered how beautiful it is when you lift the eye at the end and you don't come down and drag down the eye. So what I like to do is I like to just come out just a tad. You can also take a Q-tip if it's easier for you than taking your finger, and you can go straight up right here. What's really nice is that I still have a little bit of this oil on my face from the Lancome makeup remover. So it helps with giving this that little lift right here. So you can go out as far as you want, or you can just pile up having this pigment right there. I think it looks so beautiful. And that's such a really important aspect for mature eyes, is lining your eyes, whether you do it with dark chocolate, you do it with navy plum or charcoal. But for this look, because it's this latte look, dealing with the nudes and the browns and darker browns, it just looks so pretty. It marries so nicely with this Cabana eyeshadow. Also, you can take, we just used those two little brushes, take your finger if you feel that you need to kind of blend your eyeshadow a little bit more. These are very, very silky and soft. They will blend if you use your fingers also, so don't be afraid to play with your makeup. I will take the eyeliner underneath my eyes and I just go with about 3/4 to give it some balance. Eyeliner is on, giving that depth. You can see, I like to concentrate more on the outer part and really giving the eye that lift at the end. Now I'm going to take my Volume Up mascara and I'm going to go to the base of my lashes, really front load this mascara to the tiniest, teeniest lashes there. You can see like it literally grips my lashes. That's what you want. You want a brush that's going to grip and give you that fullness and that volume. A tip that I like to tell you is that when you're doing your mascara, I have found that I get the best results if I put the brush, like I literally open my eye up, I rest my lashes on the mascara wand, and then I almost blink down. It's like I'm just blinking down. I'm not moving this wand so much. That's where I really have felt that I let my lashes really get the coating of the mascara instead of constantly going like this, which really could create a lot of clumps. If you are putting your lashes on the wand, squeezing down and allowing that comb through, that's really what I feel I've seen the best application with my lashes. And then I'll just perfect like the ends and everything. But that is really a big difference. Try one eye while you go like this and do a million zillion swipes, and then try the other eye and just put it to the base of your lash like this, hold it, and then have your eye really come down on that wand. You're going to see a completely different application. So if you're having problems with clumping, or it's going everywhere, or it's all over the place, that is a really great tip to try. Mascara is on, completing the eyes. Now, what I want to do is, my skin's prepped, my lips are prepped. I'm just going to go into a color corrector, a concealer, so I can really get this skin looking just flawless. And that's really my secret. It's first starting with my color corrector. I'm going to go in with Just Peachy. My peach cancels out this gray, these blues, what have you. I have some pigmentation down here that's a little bit darker. That's why I bring mine from the inner corner down, almost in this triangle. That's very controversial. I already have addressed it on my channel about how mature women can do that. You can apply your concealer, your color corrector, however you want. No one on YouTube tells you how you can apply your concealer for your eyes. So I want you to always remember that. So when you go in the mirror and you're like, oh no, they told me I couldn't do this, or I can't do this, or I couldn't just do it here. You do it whatever way your pigmentation is dictating to you to apply and cover and feel confident. For me, this works for me because I have this pigmentation down here. You can see it. I don't like that. So why would I go like this? Oh, that's what they're saying on YouTube. I can only do the little moon. I'm going to miss out on all of this, and then I won't be able to cover it. And then you're going to see it through my BB cream, my foundation, what have you. And I'm going to have two different looks to my skin here. Don't want that. For me, as you can see, bringing it down like this already, I haven't even blended it in together. You'll see that this is not right for me because of what I deal with. This is right for me. I can press it in. I am instantly lifting and lightening my skin in my trouble area. This wouldn't do it for me. Doing this and doing this little moon, it's going to leave out all of this area that is really my main concern. So that is another thing to think about when you're doing your makeup, ladies. You do you. You are the boss of your makeup. No matter what I do or what I say, you need to take the tips and you need to apply them to your makeup routine, the way you get ready and what have you, because sometimes it might not work for you and you have to tweak it. Color corrector is on, just lifting. So it's doing the heavy work for us. Our concealer is just going to be gravy. It's going to add in a little bit of that perfection, cover up whatever else we need to do. But the heavy work has been done by lifting the color with my color corrector. So I could do no redness if I want to down here. I think we're okay today. I don't need to add that. Trying to do less today than adding on a ton of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my La Mer. This is my soft fluid foundation. I have been in love with for years and years and years. It is pricier, and you can look at all my videos of how I have justified it. I've justified it on a blog and how long this lasts me. I mean, it's so beautiful. You're going to have it for at least 4 to 5 months. So you can do the breakdown of just the cost per wear. And I think it's really beautiful. I think when you see what your skin looks like, you'll be willing to purchase, invest in something that lasts you a long time because you don't use a lot of it. So I'm going to take my foundation buffing brush. I'm going to just go right up to where I put my color corrector. I don't want to take the foundation all the way up. If it works for you, you can do that. But for me, I just want to get that just to blend nicely. So it's seamless right here. And I still have that nice brightening underneath my eye. And I'm going to work this into my skin. You can see how illuminating that this foundation gives your skin. You can see it right here. It's not too much. It's not greasy. It's not all over the place. It's really a beautiful foundation and testing it out over the years in all different types of climate, especially here in South Florida where it is very humid and it is very hot, this really holds up well and it doesn't just melt off my face. So I've been happy with it over the years of seeing how it really works and how it stays during the day, but it's not a heavy coverage. It's very light and I think it just really looks beautiful. I put it on my Fierce Aging channel. I did it on my mom with her video. It was really exciting because I said, oh, we're going to use the La Mer today. She's like, oh my gosh. I had requests for it from some of my ladies on Fierce Aging. Please, can we use the La Mer foundation? I was like, yes, of course. It's just such a treat. So I'm going to just do with my skinny brow pencil. This is in Brownie. I'm going to just give a tiny bit of shape at the bottom here. I'm going to take my waterproof silk lip liner. I'm going to Figure It Out. Now, if you don't like to nude out your lips and you need color and you're like, Nicole, wait a second, I am fading away. Don't worry, because I'm going to add 1975 over it. It's going to be a little bit of a deeper. So we're still in the shade range, but we're just altering it so it doesn't just wash me out and like, whoa, what's going on? We're also going to add some Palm Beach to the cheeks after we do a little bit of the creme brulee. So we're still in this nude family, still very bronzy, beautiful, but we're adding certain things to the cheeks. Maybe you might want to do something like the NARS. This is a liquid blush. This is an Orgasm. This is something that would pop your cheeks, but you're just giving a little color, still staying, you know, in a neutral family, but you do maybe need a little bit of pink, or maybe you need a little bit more of that apricot, what have you. You can alter it. So you don't have to stay and think, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work for me because it's just too nude. You can make it work. Silk lip liner is on a really beautiful lip liner if you're looking for that universal lip liner. So then I'm going to take my Figure It Out. You're going to see that this is just very nude. You can see very nude. I always add something over it, as in a lip gloss. This time I'm going to take a little 1975 and combine it. So you can see I lifted that level just a little bit for myself, so it wasn't so nude. If I stayed with Figure It Out, I would have put maybe Good Vibes over it, or I can still take a little Manifest and Glow if I want to, and just top this in the center. Give a little bit of that gold sheen to my lip. It's really pretty. It's basically like a universal lip gloss over any lipstick. Now, let's assess, what do we need to do? I don't really feel that I need more concealer, so I'm not going to add that. I do want to give a little dimension with my Creme Brulee, which is my hybrid bronzer. I'm going to just take my blush brush and I'm going to swirl around and then just give that dimension, just like that soft dimension that you can see. And it does still give you a tiny bit of radiance, but I didn't want you to have, if you had on a foundation that is illuminating, which is what a lot of us wear as we're maturing, and you have that dewy look, or you have a little bit of that nice and reflective, I didn't want you to be adding a bronzer on that's going to give you more reflection. I wanted this to be just really silky, soft, melt into the skin and look very natural. So that's why I didn't add any like sheen or any of that stuff. I just wanted it to be much more wearable for you, where you didn't feel like, oh wow, I already have illuminating skin and then I'm going to add this on. It's going to be too much. So I just think that it's really beautiful and I wanted it to be like melted in, and that's what it does. Always bringing the bronzer down from my face to my neck and just blending it in so I don't have any kind of demarcation ever. Now I'm going to take my Palm Beach. This is a cream blush. This is going to look really beautiful. It's just going to add some color and it's going to also melt into my skin. So I like to put it right here and then blend back. I want more on my skin though, because as I just throw myself out into the heat and humidity, it will come down a little bit. It will mix in with my skin oils. It will break down a tiny bit, as most makeup does. So I want a little bit more of that powerful color. I'd like to just go over with whatever's left on my foundation buffing brush over my cheeks, because I feel like it just really kind of sets it together. And then I'm going to just finish it off with my Clarins Fix Makeup. And there you have, oh wow, my hair was in lots of curl. You can still see it was in lots of Velcro curlers. So I probably shouldn't have brought it down. But this is a very easy, simple look to get to do this really beautiful, almost monochromatic, but I've added in that color on my lips, color on my cheeks. You can also do a different color, whether you need pinks or maybe you need a little bit more plums. Think about what really works with your skin, but have your base down where your eyes are really nice and beautiful and natural and bronzy, and then you can alter your blush or your lips. Those are the things that you might want to do just a little bit more color so you don't get that washed out look. I think it's beautiful for mature women. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And let me know in the comments below, do you like this look? Do you like this trend that's been going viral? I'd love to hear from you. Until my next video, I'll see you later.